Hey guys, welcome back. It's been quite some time since I last uploaded a video to YouTube, mostly because I have been really busy with life. But after around probably it's been like 1 month or so. So after around 1 month, I'm back, and and for the time that I have not been on YouTube, I have hopped Window Manager. So I used to use BSPWM, which is based on Xorg, but it's been like 1 month or so, and I had completely switched to the Sway Window Manager, which is based on Wayland, and I'm actually quite happy with it. It Wayland does not really have a hell lot of support as Xorg does, but we're at a point where I would say Wayland is usable. It's just that more users need to switch to Wayland so that it would push developers to make stuff for Wayland out there. Anyways, so I wanted to do a tour of my Wayland setup, if you would like to call it that way. So the first thing which you'll notice is that I have no bar. Yeah, I decided to get rid of bar because what I used to use on Xorg was the polybar, which I was quite actually familiar with polybar and I knew how to customize it as per my needs. But when I switched to Wayland, specifically on this Way Window Manager, there were not really many good bars out there to put on top of the monitor or bottom. So like there's a bar called the Sway bar or something like that, or Way bar, I don't know, but let me just Yep, but I tried to customize it, but I just could not. And the only thing I did was I made it so that it showed the workspaces at the bottom of my screen. And I just felt like having a bar was pointless at this point of time. So, like from a minimalistic point of view, I feel like life without bar is absolutely fine. I I do happen to have you know stuff set up so that I can see the time, or I can raise the volume and decrease it as per my needs. So I have a key binding for that. So if I want to see the time and date, I just hit Control I, and that would just show me the time and the date. So it's much better than having it permanently at the bottom of the window. Then it just does not. I feel like it's better to have it's better to not have a bar. You get a lot of space. Plus the volume, I set my key bindings and I set up Dunst in a way such that when I hit Control and the up arrow key, it increases my volume at the top right hand corner, as you can see, and I can lower it as well. So yeah, that's basically it. I just got rid of the bar and I just introduced these two functionalities. And as for my launcher, I still use the Rofi launcher, and I just customized it to suit my orange theme right here, which you see. Oh, I know. So yeah, that was basically it. Now let me just quickly show you my config files. So let me just quickly go ahead and get rid of that. By the way, this is the Alacrity terminal emulator, and I'm using omizsh to have that shell kind of thing like there. So this is essentially the zsh shell, zsh, and the terminal emulator is Alacrity. You can see the information right here, and the font which I'm using is the JetBrains Mono font because I just like it. Now let me just quickly go ahead and show you my config file. So let me just quickly cd.config, if I can spell that properly, cd alacrity, and I have alacrity.yml. So let me just quickly go ahead and vim alacrity.yml. This is my Alacrity config file, which I did not write on my own. I essentially installed ZSH, and install another thing called Alacrity themes, which is available in the AUR, the Arch user repository. So if I Alacrity themes, as you can see, I can switch the theme easily. Let's just say I like this theme, so I'll just have it selected and I'll hit enter, and what this will do is it will essentially write out the config file in my .config/alacrity directory as the alacrity.yml file. Anyways, so that was my terminal emulator. Now let me talk about Rofi. So cd ls cd Rofi, there you go, ls, and I actually have a bunch of stuff right here, but I assume it's rofi.sh, which I use to, which I have my key binding set for, which I use to launch Rofi. No, not alright, let me just do that, and yep, it launches it up. So let me just quickly go ahead and nvim into my rofi.sh, if I can spell that properly. And what it essentially does is it calls Rofi with the theme.rasi. So let me just quickly show you my theme.rasi file. And if in case you're wondering why I decided to stick to this orange theme, because orange is at the bottom of the spectrum, so it has a higher wavelength, like WebGR. Orange comes second last, so it has the second highest wavelength after red, and it causes less strain on the eye. So yeah, so this is the my theme.rasi file, which essentially determines the theme of this Rofi launcher. Nothing special really. And I'll leave these config files. I'll leave a link to these config files in the description box below in case you're interested. There's another file called colors.rasi, from which I essentially import the colors. So let me just nvim into that, nvim colors.rasi. So this is essentially the set of colors which I use in my Rofi launcher. Alright, so now let's exit out of there. Now let me just quickly show you my my Dunst setup. So I believe it's in here, ls grep Dunst cd Dunst, and there you go. Let me just nvim into my Dunst rc file, and this is my Dunst configuration right here. So yeah, now essentially what I do to invoke this date time menu and this volume to raise and lower my volume, let me just quickly go ahead and show you my sway config file. So cd cd sway, my bad, cd sway, there you go, ls and nvim config. Now let me just quickly go ahead and mod plus I, no, alright, let me just search it. Mod, it should be somewhere around here, right, there you go. Not mod, this is the control key which I use. My bad. So yeah, essentially what it does is when I hit the control I key, it triggers a script which essentially triggers Dunst in done, which shows me the date and the menu. So it's in the scripts /vol/date.sh. Let me just quickly go ahead and cd scripts cd what is it, vol, cd vol cd date.sh, what, less, sorry, I'm supposed to nvim into that, not cd into that, date.sh, and this is essentially what causes the Dunst menu to pop up. So you can see right here, this is basically it, just 3 lines of text, and that's it. So let me just get rid of this, and the next thing which we're going to talk about is this thing right here, control up, which causes my volume to go up, and this control down, which causes my volume to go down. So as you can see, we have some scripts right here which which is inside of the wall directory, and we have up.sh and down.sh. So let me just really show you what they contain. So nvim up.sh, by the way, I use Pulse Audio as my audio daemon, and this is essentially it. So this, it's just, I just copied it from the internet and I just pasted it, nothing special really. So yeah, I'll leave all of these, I'll leave the link to all of these files in the description box below in case you're interested. Let me just show you one thing, which is, if I actually, so right now as you can see, if I hit control up, it increases my volume by 5%. If I were to change this, it says 10%, and I save that, as you can see it increases by 10%. So yeah, and I'm just going to reset that because I like it to increase by 5%. And the same thing with the down.sh, except for the fact that we have minus instead of plus there. Alright, so that was essentially it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll catch you later. Bye, goodbye, take care.